Did you guys see the clip of this guy who got interviewed on Diary of a CEO? And he's saying that Bitcoin's going to go to zero. Did you guys see this clip? Let me find it.
I wanted to come back to something you actually said earlier. You talked about Bitcoin briefly.
Yeah.
I've heard you say that you think Bitcoin's going to zero.
Yeah.
Okay, this is worrying. I think I have some Bitcoin. You're an economist.
Yeah.
You're saying that Bitcoin is going to zero.
That's just like a backwards statement right there. You're an economist and you say that Bitcoin is going to zero. Bro, any economist with a brain knows that Bitcoin basically can't go to zero. Like it's just not a possible thing to happen. But we'll get into why.
Yeah.
I think I have some Bitcoin.
Buddy has like $10 in Bitcoin.
You're an economist.
Yeah.
You're saying that Bitcoin is going to zero. Why?
Because of its reliance upon energy. I mean, you know Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert. Have you met them at all?
No.
They were sort of the original proselytizers for Bitcoin, and they're now
proselytizers. Buddy, just fucking making up words.
living in, I think, El Salvador, which is...
If he knows anything about El Salvador and Bitcoin, he should know that El Salvador leverages volcanoes and volcanic power, the raw heat of lava, to fuel their mining operations. So right away, this guy's an idiot.
Adopted Bitcoin as a form of currency. When they told me about Bitcoin, I could have bought it for £1 of Bitcoin, which would...
So he's saying, bro, I could have bought it for $1 and I didn't. Well, that's probably why you think it's going to zero. You missed the boat. You could have been retired.
I would have been maybe wealthier than you if I'd done that. The reason I didn't is they explained that the way that the public ledger is kept safe is that it takes too much energy to break it. So each transaction requires 10 minutes of computer processing time globally, by the looks of it.
And it's successfully, continuously done that for 20 years.
To actually create an extra Bitcoin.
Create one extra Bitcoin. This guy's done zero research, literally has no idea what he's talking about.
That means it's too expensive for somebody to try to break the ledger. That means it's got a huge requirement for energy use. And I believe, knowing what I know from climate scientists, that at some point we're going to realize we're using far too much energy on the planet. We've got to cut the energy.
Not only does he know nothing about how Bitcoin works, I don't think he realizes how energy is produced either. Like there are really efficient and sustainable ways to create energy. And also a lot of massive mining operations in Bitcoin actually use excess energy that would have been wasted on the power grid. And they get it at a discount. So Bitcoin's actually using energy that would have just literally gone to nothing in a lot of inefficient operations.
Consumption, and the two easiest things to cut out to reduce energy consumption are cryptocurrencies and international travel.
International travel. So this guy thinks that one day climate scientists are going to go and they're going to say, no one can travel internationally anymore. And you got to turn off all the Bitcoins. This guy's a fucking idiot. Impossible. And if you talk about what actually uses the most energy, like AI uses way more energy, way more resources than Bitcoin. It's not even close. Like the data centers that they're having to build in order to fund and power these AI models, and they're not even profitable. At least the Bitcoin miners are profitable operations. But these AI companies are literally burning hundreds of billions of dollars for what reason? Like so we can get recipes for bread faster? It's ridiculous.